welcome to Help Desk with Joe. This is show number 118. And with me, as always, here in the Spencer patched, turned up studio. About messed that one up. Turned up studio. Spencer, West Virginia, with Joe and Justin.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. What a nice day. Fall weather's here.
Yesterday was nice too.
Yeah, all week's looking good. And then, we're on show 118. We're past the century mark, which is kind of mind-blowing, and we're 18 weeks past it. So good stuff going on. But as always, Joe and Cena with A&M Digital Technologies bringing us technology news, tips, tidbits, and everything else we could want. And today we got a product review.
Yes.
So here's my question, Joe.
Okay.
We have a product review.
Yes.
Did you bring all the parts, all the cords, and everything that's needed with this product review?
I did not bring any of it with me because I couldn't.
Oh, that's a clue.
It is a clue.
Teaser.
I wasn't even looking for a clue. I was just seeing if we were doing the same old, where he'll show up with a really cool product, review it, and then I'm like, hey, can I borrow that? And he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't bring power cord. Or, oh, sorry, I didn't bring this.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that's needed, like an absolute necessity for this thing to operate, he never shows up with it.
Convenient.
Yeah, I know. And he's like, yeah, I'll bring it back next time. And then, a week goes by and I forget.
Says the man who complains, but when I gave him a projector, he never used it for 3 months.
This is very true. So much so, I didn't even get it out of the box. Well, here, Joe, it was very safe.
Yes.
I didn't break it.
Yeah. No damage.
I got home, and the one time I thought about using it, I was like, I don't have anything to show this on. So I came back, and I was like, Joe, I need one of those canvas things that
right.
that you project to, that's white and it's not see-through and lets the image look good. And he's like, yeah, it's in the box. I was like, oh, man.
So there stands Dave with the balloon, and here I am with the pin just pop.
Yeah. Gosh, that's how it works. I'm terrible don't loan me anything. Mainly not because I'm going to tear it up or lose it, just because I won't even use it. The trials and tribulations in the McCutcheon household. But anyway. All right, so we're here for another great week of technology news and updates. And Joe, you got some interesting subjects here to talk about today. I'm excited. Usually, and I'm not sure, you didn't give a hint whether anything was good or bad or how people might be feeling about this. So I'm not sure, but let's start off strong.
All right.
With the one that I know everybody how many people utilize this product, do you think?
Well, the last count I had, it was well over 1 billion.
Well over 1 billion. So we'll say 1/6 of the population. This is your clue, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is. Never mind. For the listeners out there, yeah, he heard this when I was typing it in. For the listeners out there, what could we possibly be talking about that 1/6 of the world's population utilizes?
Well, that just sent me a notification that tells me we're live.
Great. You know what? First person to call in and tell us this. We'll give something to him. Sure.
A shout out.
Shout out. Yeah. There you go. So
Give him a shout out.
675-309.
I gave it to a telemarketer the other day, and he figured it out and hung up on me.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the whole number?
8675309.
Okay, 8675309.
Yeah.
There we go. So you just call that number.
Yeah.
And we'll give you a prize.
I think there was like a YouTube series for a while there that this one person was like calling every area code and in that number.
Yeah.
And was asking for Stacy's mom. No, Jesse's girl. Yeah.
Asking for Jesse's girl?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, there you go. You can put in whatever area code you want.
Yeah.
It's just 866.
8675309.
There you go. Your preferred area code.
Yes.
Call in. We're waiting. Waiting for the phone to ring. All right, so there's good news across the board. One, we don't have a phone. Two, that number won't get you anywhere. And C, even if you did try to call, whoever answers, just tell me you want your free prize.
Yeah.
Please mention Joe's name. Joe promised.
Yeah.
All right, all joking aside, let's talk about Facebook. What is going on with Facebook that 1/6 of the population has access to and utilizes?
So Facebook is letting users choose which posts they want to see more of. So Facebook, apparently their profits are shrinking, so they're deciding to shake things up.
Wait a minute. Facebook's profits are shrinking.
Yeah. Yeah, who knew sitting spying on people and doing possibly illegal practices would backfire on them? I mean,
Yeah.
So Facebook has been shutting down unpopular apps and focusing on its core services. To that end, it's updating its primary Facebook feed to let users see fewer or more posts from friends, groups, and pages that will in turn let incorporate user feedback into feed rankings.
Well, you know, Joe, it might be time to fire up the old charity auction for Facebook. Because,
Again?
well, you know, in June 2022, which was last quarter, they only made $28.82 billion.
Is that all?
That's it. That's down. That's down almost a full percent.
How they're keeping the lights
So,
on?
you know, their profits are down. What's 1%? So 2.8 billion or 0.8? I don't know. Anyway, I can't do the math.
A good chunk of money.
Yeah, they've lost a percentage of profit.
Yeah.
That's, you know, profit. Whew. Rough stuff over at Facebook.
Hard times.
Hard times. Man.
Is that pretty much 100% ad revenue?
Yeah. Well, that and selling off your information.
Yeah. They had a couple of scandals go on. I know Zuckerberg went in front of Congress and said they didn't know anything about the social and emotional damages to teenagers that they could face, and then one of his former employees leaked emails showing that 10 years ago they had studies done, and it said definitely damaging teenage minds with perspective and perception issues.
Yeah, but that was kind of a circus all of its own, because you had a room full of people that had no idea how Facebook worked.
Yeah.
Trying to put in the hot seat the man that built Facebook.
Yeah. He had to explain it
Yeah.
to grown adults as if they're
Children. So it's like, okay, so you have people literally have no idea and literally calling it the Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the original name, you know. They watched the movie.
Yeah. I think that's what all they did is they just watched the movie and assumed it was all 100% true, and
Yeah. Wait a minute, it wasn't true?
bits and pieces of it were.
Who's in charge of these things?
So in Facebook's blog post, they said, quote, they're making their artificial intelligence system smarter and more responsive, end quote. So as it stands now, the Facebook app only lets you hide posts from people you follow and those it suggests. Now, friends or recommended posts, a new setting will allow you to either show more or show less of that content. Doing so will not only change your feed content, but it also improves the artificial intelligence system used to feed rankings. So,
Have you guys noticed anything different in your Facebook?
in the last couple of weeks, yes. Like,
I've noticed a lot of like suggestions. I've been getting time, but I've been canceling out a bunch of stuff too.
Yeah, I've been getting an uptick in friend suggestions lately.
Really?
Maybe you should be friends with this person you've never met. I'm like,
yeah, that's not creepy.
That is weird.
well, and also letting me know that someone posted an update.
Yeah.
I've been getting more of
That's
that too.
the what do you call it? The algorithm's doing that anyway to try to get you to get more involved.
Yeah.
So Justin, if you'd just be more involved with your social media, they wouldn't have to keep trying to trap you in.
Yeah, they wouldn't be harassing you as much.
Yeah.
Just
So,
knuckle
you know,
under and you'll be fine.
That's right. Just do your duty, and you know.
It is nice to know that is what's going on and not understand and just be pulled right into it. you know.
Yeah. Well, you know.
And I probably wouldn't have ever known that if it wasn't for watching the Social Dilemma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social Dilemma's crazy.
Yeah, that is a bonus tip of the day. If you've not watched The Social Dilemma, that is a very good pick.
Yeah. It's weird because it seems like a movie, but it's not a movie.
Yeah.
Almost. Anyway. Yeah.
It's a documentary, and it answers a lot of the questions that you ask about yourself on a daily basis about social media.
Well, and what amazed me was how many people that worked for Facebook, Google, and so forth that quit because they saw the ramifications of how it was impacting society and the direction it was going, and they just said, "I'm done."
Yeah.
You know, and these were high-ranking people in these companies
Right.
that walked away from millions.
People that even were part of like developing the tools that now they're like,
Yeah.
what did we do?
Yeah, this is wrong.
What did we
This is
create?
very wrong for our society. So that should tell you all you need to know.
Although, guys, I don't want to be the doom and gloom, but we better tread lightly on speaking of that movie because that movie did get
Get flagged?
yeah.
Well, it's Justin's fault. I didn't mention it.
I made a whenever we reviewed that on our other podcast, I made the post, and I did not skew it in any way.
Oh,
I just
boy.
said, here we reviewed this movie. Literally, that post got flagged. Facebook took it down.
Joe,
Really?
Yeah.
Joe's on the wanted list.
And literally,
We're hanging out with scoundrels, Justin.
And literally, all the post said was, "Hey, check out our review of The Social Dilemma." That's all it was.
Wow.
And Facebook took it down for some dumb reason.
Yeah. Do not speak poorly of Meta.
Yes. We will silence you.
Well, this was pre Meta, but still.
Yeah.
But I have gotten some notifications. Well, while I'm scrolling through, like I'll see it.
I can't even remember what we were supposed to be talking about.
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. About where the post, like if it's from a business that I interact with a lot, it'll actually say, "Are you sure? Do you want to see more of this content?" It's like, well, yeah, it's a business that your algorithms know that I follow and interact a lot with. Why are you asking me these dumb questions?
All right. I'm just going to point out the irony of that whole situation, that we're actually talking about what we're supposed to be talking about. And I got lost in it because there's no way we are talking about what we're supposed to be talking about. That just doesn't happen.
Yeah, usually we got to check in every few minutes.
Facebook. Facebook trapped me back into the conversation about Facebook, which we were talking about originally.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So be on the lookout if you haven't already that you're going to see some notifications or asking you while you're scrolling Facebook if you want to see more of this particular content or not.
How heavy are you guys users of Facebook? I go back and forth. And I know, Joe, we've talked about, I'm not on TikTok. I refuse. And, Joe, I know you went off of TikTok, came back. So you're obviously good at chaperoning yourself.
Yeah.
And, Justin, you're kind of anti-social media a little bit, I feel, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, not intentionally. I just kind of got out of it and never got back into it.
Yeah.
I'm
in the middle.
Except for YouTube. I get sucked into YouTube.
YouTube, really?
Yep.
Huh. Now, so I use it a lot. We use it for Patch, obviously. It's one of our biggest marketing tools. You know, we spread the word of all the good stuff happening in the community via Facebook, because that's the meat of our community. You know, the parents utilize Facebook. Ages 30 and up are Facebook users. So we hit that really hard with all our stuff. You know, we want the community to see what's happening. You know, with kids and our economic and community development and so forth. And so that I'm big on that.
Right.
And I pay attention to that aspect of it. Now, personally, I'm hot and cold. Some days I'll do a lot of scrolling through Facebook, and other days I refuse.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What are your all's thoughts? I know it's bad. I mean, I know that. So I don't look for any gratification when I scroll through Facebook. It's usually, like I don't follow a lot of people. I follow a lot of pages.
Yeah.
And groups that are things that I'm interested in, like soccer and sports and stuff like that.
Right.
What about you guys? You guys get sucked in?
Facebook, not so much. Now, I will go, you know, a few times a day, just hop on there for a couple minutes, scroll through, see what's going on.
Yeah.
And more of, this isn't, well, I use Facebook for a lot of more news and information than anything.
Yeah.
Because if it's something local going on,
hold
somebody's
on. Time out.
Okay.
Your news is coming from Facebook?
I follow like the local, like WCHS, WSAZ.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
And I thought you were going to say, see what news Justin threw out there, and, you know.
Well,
but I didn't think about the news channels being on Facebook.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. Like, I keep tabs of some of our former Patch folks. Like, I don't know, for everybody out here in the Spencer, Rome County community, Dan Maddox has transferred up to South Carolina, I believe.
Oh, is that where he's at now?
Yeah, he had a great job down in Florida, and he got out right before the hurricane, and is in the Carolinas starting a new job. He got
and it still followed him to South Carolina.
yeah, it followed him. But you know, just a shout out for Dan Maddox, who started our video program in the middle school, and Charlie Kuhn built him a desk that's right here in the room next door for a news desk. He's been anchoring news since middle school. Yeah. And now he's one of the big players in one of the news broadcasting stations in South Carolina.
Yeah, and
you got to keep tabs on him. That's pretty cool.
I mean, awesome stuff to see.
I can say the last time I had seen of Dan was when he was on the Tonight Show.
Yeah. So I remember that. He had a news broadcast where the weather was bad or something.
Yeah, it was Jimmy Fallon did a bit on crazy news stories, and all of a sudden there's Dan's face on my screen at 11:30 at night on the TV, and it was some kind of craziness going on in Florida. Yeah. So I literally sent Dan a message. I go, "Hey, I just saw you on TV," and like 30 minutes later he responds back. He goes, "Where?" And I said, "The Tonight Show." I said, "You had a news story," and I told him what it was. He goes, Yeah, he said, that explains why my phone's blowing up. Everybody's messaging me saying, hey, I saw you on TV.
Yeah, I'm famous. I'm
Yeah.
on TV again.
Yeah. Nationwide.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Well, I just, we have so many, I'm going to look him up and see what station he's actually at.
Yeah, to answer your question, Dave, I think I could be a little bit better about policing myself. Sounds like Joe's got it under wraps. I think sometimes I get into
Joe's
the
crazy.
YouTube wormhole that it goes a little bit too long. I'm like, I could have stopped 30 minutes ago. This is a little out of control.
The only thing that's saving me from going down that YouTube wormhole is my short attention span. Don't think I've got myself under control, Justin. It's my short attention span that's what's saving me. That's where TikTok is my downfall because it keeps my short attention span happy.
Yeah.
Although I do have to admit, that comedy show that Mike and I do, Mike Metz and I do, the LOL show, we're actually starting to get paid from Facebook. We're not extravagant money, but they actually sent me a notification the other night to want to start paying us for our content, and I'm like, well, that's cool, but what's that say about society if they want to pay somebody like me to for my videos?
Yeah. So Dan is at WSOC in Charlotte.
Okay.
Media and News Company.
So he's in North Carolina then.
Yeah. Anchor. Okay, yeah, North Carolina. Anchor and reporter. So, yeah. Big promotion for Dan there. Exciting stuff. One of our Roane County natives.
And he's moving closer to home.
Yeah, got a little closer to home.
I bet you his mom's happy.
Yeah.
Although, unless she likes that Florida weather, then.
Well, North Carolina's not bad.
Yeah, but it's not Florida.
This is true.
It still snows in Charlotte.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, good stuff on the home front there. Very proud of Dan Maddox and all his hard work and what he started and accomplished here.
Sad to hear about Facebook, though, losing 1%.
1%, yeah. Tough times at Facebook. Is that your segue to get us back to Facebook?
Yep.
Okay. Nice.
Well, I'm just going to throw out, we had a lot of people. Dan had a curtail of broadcasting folks. I know Chris Atkins went over to Marshall with Dan, and they both worked at Channel 13 or 8 or something. And yeah, so we had a lot of success here.
Yeah, I think Chris went to 13 and Dan went to 8.
Yeah, and Miss Kirby, who had the broadcasting class at the high school, was outstanding, award-winning class.
Yes.
Which sadly got dropped. And then, but anyway.
Although they still have the channel, which
Do they really?
Yeah. They don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's...
We tried to get the channel bumped over to us to where we could do it here with our broadcasting program, and have kids do the programming.
Right. But
we were not worthy.
Yeah, but think about it. We're streaming, so...
Oh, yeah. I mean,
much bigger audience.
I was disappointed with that one, though. I was like, man, we could really run with this. But, hey, it happens. You're right. We skipped a generation ahead.
Yeah.
And we brought Justin on board.
That's right.
Anyway. All right.
And now his Justin has rethought every life decision he's ever made.
Justin, he's like, I gotta get on Facebook more.
He's like, if I made one,
look at everything I'm missing.
He's thinking, if I just made one decision different in life, everything would have changed. And
I tell you, it's kind of crazy. You bring that up. I have a personal story I'll share with you. So, I'm a certified teacher and have a background in psychology and child development in college, and I was in the computer lab typing up a paper, and one of my good friends I played lacrosse with, he come in, and he's kind of crazy anyway. I mean, he's one of those guys that's just always hyped up, always a little off the wall, just...
You just never know what's going to happen.
Oh, you never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
Yeah.
He comes in, he's like, hey, you got to switch to computer science, man. That's the future. Everything computer science. Computers are going to be the next thing. And keep in mind, I was at college at the time when, I saw the first email go across campus, and we sat there and watched it.
Yeah.
Take 20 minutes. Email and central internet was,
right.
Just
it just
unfathomable.
Yes.
It was amazing. It was magic. People didn't have computers.
Right.
Like when I went to college, if you had a word processor, you were the cat's pajamas.
Yeah.
Because you could type on papers in your room.
Right.
Otherwise, you had to go to the computer lab and hope that nothing blacked out on you. Get all your stuff done and print it out, and you had to save it on the floppy disks. Yep. I was in the interim of the 5
1/4.
5 1/4, and it went to 3 1/2.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the 3 1/2 ones were magic because they were small and hard, and you could carry them around.
Now Justin, I don't think we knew the 5 1/4 for was Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, he came in and told me that. And I was like, listen, Matt, I don't have time. I got to finish this paper. You know, your nonsense about computers of the future, blah, blah, blah. I just, nah. Fast forward 3 years. Everybody who was in computer science had jobs by the time they were juniors.
Wow.
You know, Palo Alto was big in the back then, Silicon Valley, you know, programmers
Yeah.
blew up. So one of those defining moments where I was like, that's baloney. And boy, was I wrong.
Don't bother me with your wizardry.
Yeah, I know. Crazy talk about computer science. But I'm happy I stayed the course because I'm here where I want to be. But you know, and I'd never been able to be tied to a desk doing programming stuff, whatever.
Right.
But anyway,
Did he end up switching?
he was already a computer science guy.
Okay.
He saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
I had him and James Liu, and both of them had jobs by the time they were at the end of their junior year. They signed with companies to go do computer work.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy. And here I am wanting to work with kids. What was I thinking? Nah, it worked out great. But yeah, good times. All right, anyway, back to Facebook, the demoralization and downfall of our society.
Oh, one of the tools. No, there's many more tools that causing the demise.
Look
of
what
our
it
society.
started, though. Can you imagine back, you know, in the future, somebody looks back and says, boy, if something, you know, if Mark Zuckerberg had just not taken that step,
Yeah.
you know, or the two brothers hadn't brought him the idea. I mean, we'd have probably got to this point anyway, but
Well, because MySpace was already there.
yeah.
And that's the thing. Everybody keeps hollering, we need something new. Why don't we go revive MySpace? There was nothing wrong with MySpace.
Yeah. I'm still worried Facebook down 1%. 28.82 billion this quarter. Seems sad.
Mm-hmm.
Justin's worried. Here comes the call-a-thon. Hey, call the number. Joe, what's the number?
Yeah. 8675309.
Make your pledge today.
Yeah.
Fundraiser for Facebook. Okay.
For
Anyway.
for just 5 posts a day, you can keep Mark Zuckerberg out of the poorhouse.
There you go. Click on some ads,
Yeah.
man. Help us out. We need your clicks. Be on social media more because you need a good self-esteem boost. You know, I did read an article yesterday about dopamine boosts, and it's crazy how they're starting to really realize the detrimental impacts. People are using food, which we've always used food,
Right.
but now social media and other aspects to get a quick dopamine boost.
Yeah.
So it's a short-term dopamine boost, and dopamine's a neurotransmitter. It's basically a small electrical chemical in your brain that makes you feel good for just a couple seconds, and you get that by checking your phone and looking on Facebook
Right.
or you know anything, Twitter, Instagram. You look at that social media, you get a quick boost, and boy, does it have it for me.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Well, it's just like any other, drugs or whatever. If
Yeah,
you're
sugar.
if you're a junkie,
Yeah.
you're basically sitting there with your syringe in your hand all the time. Oh, I need a hit. I need
Yeah.
a hit. There you go.
yeah. All right, so Facebook, 8675309. Make
Phone
your
lines
pledge
are
today.
wide open.
They are wide open. Insert area code of your choice. Let's talk about PlayStation, Joe. What's new with PlayStation?
So PlayStation is now offering a Stars loyalty program in the U.S. So for those of you that don't know what this is,
Yeah, I have no idea.
this is it's kind of like I'm trying to associate with it. Well, instead of associate, I'll just explain what it is. So
It's a video game.
no, it's not a video game.
PlayStation?
Yeah. Well, PlayStation is, but the Stars loyalty program is not. So you sign up.
Oh, now I'm intrigued.
So you sign up for free with it on your PlayStation account,
Right.
and what it does is it tracks like any of your purchases or anything like that. If you buy a new game or this, that, and the other, you get points, and then you can use those points to cash in for add-ons like it turns it into digital collectibles or PlayStation Store credit or even some games. So
This is like the old food thing where, like,
Kool-Aid points.
yeah, and cigarettes did it.
Yes.
Marlboro points or one of
yeah.
those.
Yeah.
I
Marlboro
remember that.
points. Yep.
People were collecting those like crazy to get like jackets and chairs and the little koozies and
Yeah.
yeah. So they're just revitalizing the 1980s gather up points thing.
Right.
Okay.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
tried and true. Why not?
Yeah. So now, if anything you do with PlayStation, you can actually get points, and you can put that stuff towards, like I said, the store credit, games, digital collectibles. So, like,
I wonder what the point is, because I mean, it's not like people are not going to go to PlayStation. Because if you got PlayStation, you're gonna play the games.
yeah, but think about it, Dave. How can I incentivize you to either A, spend more time, or B, spend more money on our platform?
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's see. Oh, here's the reason. Holy smokes. They only generated 4.5 billion profits this last quarter. But rising costs and declining sales, this was a 2% drop.
There we go. See, they're in worse shape than Facebook.
Yeah.
So to sign up is free, but don't be surprised that when you sign up if you're put on a waiting list, because the website warns that you might be put on a wait list for up to 2 months.
Wow. Yeah, they only generated 24 billion in 2021.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, they're Sony's largest business segment.
Well, now to be fair,
yeah,
the chip shortage and all that has slowed the process of them shipping out PlayStation 5s.
Yeah.
So that does play a role in it.
Man, so they can't make as much as what they want
Right.
or need.
Right.
Feel like they need.
Yeah.
Tough stuff there, dude. Now, Sony does make the most money in their corporation with their pictures division.
Oh,
Movie studios, television production, and TV network operations.
that does not surprise me.
Yeah. Now their profits exceeded 1.3 billion last quarter. So they're up 1.3 billion.
Nice.
Huh. And in this first quarter they're up 394 million. Yep. You can call that same number to help out Sony.
Yeah, you have your choice. You can help bail out PlayStation or Facebook.
Yeah, you just tell the operator that answers who you'd like to donate to.
Or if we have a combo deal. If you do both,
Get a free shirt.
yeah, and Bill Gates will
Send you a postcard.
Well, Bill Gates or Elon Musk, it's your choice. They'll actually chip in $5.
There you go. They'll match.
Yeah.
I like how this is going. Our fake telethon
Yeah.
deal is
Just keeps growing.
it's growing. Yeah, we got to help out everybody, Joe.
Yeah.
Today is Facebook and PlayStation. Next week we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see who
It just goes
who
from
didn't
week to
make
week.
enough billions
Right.
that quarter, and who needs our help.
Well, now Twitter, on the other hand, Twitter is getting helped out because it looks like Elon Musk is back on track to buy them out. So
Well, I heard that he was
tried to get out of it, and then
well.
the judge said nope.
Well, NPR reported on this the other morning, and they had said that he had broke off negotiations because Twitter lied about their accounts, like how many users they had.
Right.
Because they had a ton of fake users.
Right.
Were abandoned accounts, I guess.
Right.
And he's like, let's renegotiate because you said X amount of
Right.
accounts, and it's not really that.
Right.
And so he didn't think it was fair. So he tried to get back out of it to renegotiate. And they
Well-
said, sorry, you already made the deal. So they had lawyers involved, and there was going to be a court deal coming up. And he talked with his lawyers, I guess, and they decided it's cheaper just to buy it than it was to fight the court costs. So he's back into buying it.
Which I can't, from his standpoint, I can't say that was a bad decision to start backing out, because Twitter has been famous for, ever since they've been around,
Yeah.
that they've always been a little sketchier than most.
Yeah.
And sitting there in a negotiation lying about how many users you have doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
And I don't blame Elon Musk a bit for going, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You told me this,
Yeah.
but it's actually this.
Yeah. We made a deal on this number. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. To have Elon Musk's billions and to, run across the hardship deal there. But they were talking, he had to go back and get his money gathered up and get all the bank monies that he has borrowing to make the purchase all gathered up. So whole fiasco. Poor fella. Running into rough business deals.
Yep.
So, you can add Elon Musk as a third option on that 8675309 deal. If you feel like helping out Elon Musk and his Twitter purchase.
I don't know. I just heard he launched 50 more SpaceX satellites yesterday, so I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, hopefully they'll stay up this time.
I don't know how many of them actually made it up, but I heard he
Yeah.
launched 50 yesterday.
Yeah, I got to see the launch of like 45 of them, and like 43 of them got knocked down by a solar flare. It's like, who plans this stuff?
So
Anyway.
I would like to be a fly on the wall whenever those took off, because Elon was like, I guarantee you when all those started coming back down, his vocabulary never went further than a 4-letter word.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of money to have falling back out of the sky.
Yeah, literally raining down on you.
It's pretty neat though. I do enjoy going every once in a while. The conversation will come up. I showed somebody that last week at a soccer game. I was like, check out this. If you haven't seen this Starlink stuff, the image where it just shows how they're moving and where they're going and all that jazz. It's pretty crazy.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand the whole train thing. Like they travel in trains to somewhere, but you never really see them. Like I haven't caught them yet where they stop and disperse. It's always just moving.
Right.
So maybe I don't understand, because a lot of them seem fixed.
Right.
And then you have the trains that are moving around.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You'd think the train would go somewhere, stop, and disperse, or one would pop off occasionally.
Right.
To be somewhere specific.
Well, maybe you're just not spending enough time on it, Dave.
This is probably true, because my attention span for that is like 1 minute.
Yeah.
And then it depends on whoever I'm showing it to.
Right.
And usually their attention span's about 1 minute, and we both are like, all right, our minute's up. I'm done. Done watching these little dots move around. But it is pretty crazy, pretty wild to see. I don't even know what we're supposed to be talking
the
about.
fact that they can do the trains, not to go down this rabbit hole, but it kind of
No, let's go.
makes the
I'm gonna
moon
go look
landing seem more plausible. A lot of people have doubts about the moon landing, but
What?
the fact that
Time out. You're going to use the example that we launched 45 satellites up that are low orbit satellites, and 44 of them crashed back to Earth within a day.
now that
As yes, we definitely went to the
that
moon.
that there's
Come on.
trains of satellites flying around together in perfect in alignment is pretty impressive. But yeah, crashing to the Earth.
Is it? The Sputnik flew around the Earth back in the 60s.
Yeah.
And we're 70 some years ahead, and we can't get a satellite to fly around the Earth?
Yeah.
I mean, to me,
Well,
that doesn't seem super complicated.
Flying a satellite around the Earth is in itself pretty impressive.
I don't
Even
know.
if it was first done back in the 60s. Pretty
I mean, they did that with more power or less power than what's in a basic handheld calculator.
mhm.
I've seen the movie where the lady adds human. That's what You guys know where that came from? The word calculator
No.
is a person.
Really?
Yeah. So NASA or whoever, these science organizations called people that did math for them computers, calculators, people that calculate. They compute numbers, computers.
Huh.
And then they figured out how to make it, if-then statements, and then
Right.
next thing you know, it's a handheld
Device.
calculator. It took the place of a human. Yeah.
Wow.
You got to watch Hidden Figures. That's the West Virginia lady.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, now you know where the term computer bug come from, don't you?
There's an actual bug in a computer.
Yeah, a moth.
Yeah. All right, I'm watching satellite trains travel just around. I mean, we have a pretty good coverage of.
Satellites.
So, it has a little tab over the corner that says, since your last visit, which was
A few weeks ago.
September 1st, you got 291 added, 236 or more in service, and 4 burned. I wonder what that means. Fell out of the sky? 4 of them just
Probably.
kamikazed out. Anyway, there's a train going across America right now, going diagonally. You see, now that's weird. You think, like, in emergency times, like down in Florida, they'd have one just hovering around Florida.
Yeah, you would think.
And there's one out in the ocean, not near anything. 2 out in the ocean. One headed towards or away from Australia. Away.
You guys ready for a side story?
Shoot.
I'm entertained. Have at it.
You've heard me talk about it before. Dolly is an artificial intelligence
That
machine
reminds
learning.
me. Hold on. Loretta Lynn passed away.
Yeah.
90 years old.
Yes.
Coal miner's daughter.
Well, we could maybe use that for this. There's a little
You said Dolly, so I was thinking Dolly Parton. Sorry.
exercise here too that you guys can take part in. So you've heard me talk about it before. I mean, basically, artificial intelligence that takes millions of images and learns how to create completely new and unique images, such as photorealistic things or artwork, just by you typing in, "Hey, I want to see a dog riding a banana," or whatever, and it'll create it, which is, I don't know, I think it's pretty crazy. But for the longest time, it was available only to a select number of people. Now it's available to the public at large. Joseph, here's how my mind works. I searched for a salad with strawberries and bacon. So it looks,
and that's
looks like a photo
okay. And what's that website?
of an actual
Hold on, here, hold it up, facing this way.
salad, but that salad does not exist. That's not a photo. That's just
Images put
generated.
together.
well, totally pixel by pixel created. So now I'm ready for you guys. Your
Okay.
prompts. So
What's the website?
anything you can think of.
Anything I can think of.
Let's do the one you. What is that?
So
Is that outside?
It sounds like
Fire
fire
alarm.
alarm.
Yeah. Checking
So-
the. Oh, wait, today's Thursday.
the way to find it would be to Google DALL-E Dolly.
Okay, I'm gonna say, well, Justin, let's do what you said. Do a dog riding a banana.
So do you want like a photo or a cartoon sort of thing, artistic?
Character.
Your choice, sir.
Painting of a dog riding a banana. Let's see what it comes up with. Hopefully this is not... Because sometimes it kind of messes up and doesn't look good at all, but we'll see how this turns out. Okay.
It worked.
Gives you 4 different options.
Is this how NFTs are made?
I guess. But there's that little story I brought up at one point that some guy used this and then entered an art show and won, and they didn't realize that he didn't do the art at all. He just
Right.
had a computer do it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, available to the public. That's my story.
All right,
If
do
anybody wants to use this,
penguin and motorcycle.
just type in penguin and motorcycle.
You bet ya.
If I can spell penguin, how do you spell penguin?
PENGUIN.
Penguin and
Motorcycle.
okay. I think they limit you to the number that you can do in a month. Maybe you have to pay to do more, but okay, that one's not too impressive.
Yeah, that's
Kinda-
just clip art.
Kind of just looks like clip art.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks like it's actually supposed to go together. It's not like
Yeah.
it tried to crop them
That
together.
one's pretty generic. looking.
Yeah, but out of all the images in the world to choose from,
True.
it can't be that hard to do. I can do that. I'm not super impressed with that whole deal because I mean it's not that hard to blend some images together.
There's-
Set some parameters and have at it.
But the fact that it can create like literally
Well,
anything,
not create though. I mean
it's not
that's
using-
just meshing 2 images together.
But this isn't. I mean, that's taking a style of painting and putting in something that no one has ever
Done before,
done.
yeah.
Again, parameters.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we have so much computing power now that it should be able to do that.
Yeah, all on its own though. I don't know. The fact that literally you can type in anything you could possibly think of, and
I just like it that Justin's getting us
Yeah.
sidetracked. The guy whose job is to keep it on topic
yeah,
has taken us way out
that's my
of bounds.
that's my news story for this week.
And he set off the fire alarm.
That's because that story was hot.
People are burning up the phone lines, 867-5309.
That's what it is. They're trying to say Facebook.
What? Facebook has troubles? I can't have that. I got a call right now. What's the area code? It doesn't matter. Put in any area code. Just call. Save them. All right. So moving on. Facebook, PlayStation, and
Now Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
A streaming service. Boy, a lot of
Yes.
streaming services in the news lately.
Yes. So Disney Plus, their app for PlayStation 5 now supports 4K and HDR. So Disney Plus app for PS5, they pushed out an update that now gives you the full capability to stream your favorite movies and shows in 4K and high dynamic range. After installing it, you'll be able to watch the supported Disney content, including Marvel and Star Wars movies and TV shows in Ultra HD and HDR10. Until now, the app was a simple port from the PlayStation 4 app and was limited to 1080p resolution. So now you can watch your Disney content in full high definition.
I like all my Disney content to be in high definition. That's sarcasm.
Yeah,
I don't have any Disney content.
Pinocchio just doesn't look the same in the old.
You know, it is crazy. You go back and look at any of the old video games, and they're so pixelated.
Oh, I know.
It's amazing. And now it's like real life.
Yes.
I did see something with this skateboard guy that played one of the skate games for like 14 years straight.
Tony Hawk?
I don't know, but he was doing like these amazing super secret tricks, like jumping and then going through a window, and this guy would lay flat on a skateboard and go through the window.
Oh, I don't think that was Tony Hawk.
But anyway, and then they hired this guy to help with the newest version that's going to come out.
Oh, wow.
Video games paying off
Yep.
for one person. What were we talking about? Disney Plus.
Yeah, the Disney Plus
high
app
definition.
now.
High definition.
Yeah, supports 4K and high dynamic range.
Just what I always wanted.
Have you checked out 4K yourself, Joe? Have you done a side-by-side comparison or anything?
In a store, yes. I mean, there is a noticeable difference. Now, like if you take a TV home, you really won't notice much difference. But if you go to a store where you can see them side by side, you can notice a difference.
I struggle with this. I don't have a TV. But even if I did, I don't know that I would care if I had 4K or not.
Right.
I'm probably the only person that feels that way.
I will say, apparently it's a big deal.
Yeah. I guess people now, they're just like, I got to have 4K.
Yeah, like
TV just doesn't work without 4K.
It's like I have to count the hair follicles on my favorite star's forehead or something.
Yeah. I remember the good old days of black and white. Did you guys ever have black and white TVs?
No.
We did. Had a small one. And then a regular big console, like the one that took up the entire floor. Looked like the size of a stove.
Yeah. Yeah, Mom and Dad had one that had a console TV.
And we were the regular old hillbillies because that one broke and we put one on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it made a great TV stand.
Yep.
I remember I had one of the old TVs, and this isn't too long ago, maybe 10 years ago, and it broke. And it was one of the ones that had the tubes, had the big back, weighed 600 pounds. I went to Walmart. I was like, listen, I want another one of these. And the kid looked at me. He's like, yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, go look on the wall over there. Do you see any of those? I was like, no, that's why I'm asking. Where do you keep those? Mine lasted 30 years.
Right.
He's like, no, you get a flat screen now.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you can get. It's like, it's baloney. So I ended up with a flat screen.
Yeah, I've told Cena I've threatened many a time to go in to Best Buy.
Yeah.
And ask them for either a VCR or a Betamax player.
Who has
to
VCRs anymore?
Well, just to mess with them.
Yeah.
To find somebody that A, knows who I'm talking about, and 2, gets
I remember
the joke.
Beta.
See, Beta was before. I don't remember Beta.
Yeah, it had been way before you. It was
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
But just the point that I know of the technology just to mess with people. Just to get that look on their faces like.
And I believe Beta was a higher quality VCR.
It was.
And it was too expensive, and they just couldn't hang because VCR was cheap.
But what's crazy is Beta was like the standard everywhere else. Like in Europe, Beta was the standard.
That's why, But, yeah, anyway, I remember those days.
Because I remember
I missed out on that.
Yeah. I don't know what Disney Plus has to do with any of this, but I like it.
The big war that I remember was when they was transitioning from DVD to either HD DVD or Blu-ray.
Yeah, I do remember Blu-ray. I never got into Blu-ray. I never understood it.
I still haven't gotten into Blu-ray. I just kind of like went from DVD to streaming.
What was the deal with Blu-ray? Do you even know?
Well, the DVD was only in 480p, and then Blu-ray was 720 or high definition.
Just better quality?
Yeah. And it was a battle between HD DVD and Blu-ray. And I even remember it was there was like polls online where basically it said, do you think the people that bought an HD DVD player should get their money back? And I'm going, no, that's just the way it works.
Yeah, you made a purchasing choice.
Yeah, you know, you
Did the HD DVD, did they take longer to load or something? Or what? Just luck of the draw that Blu-ray won out.
I think it was just luck of the draw kind of deal. I don't know what the pros and cons were between the two. I just remember there was a big hoopla about it, and then all the HD DVD player people were mad, and it's like, we want our money back, and it's like, no, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
Ever heard 2 words, buyer's remorse?
Yeah. Try that stuff on a car lot.
Yeah.
There were like gaming systems like that too that had like tons of processing power, but just never took off and became total flops. Like
Yeah.
there was a system that used like, oh wow, it can play videos. Like this is totally new.
What's that
Next
thing?
level.
Oh, sorry.
But then the games were terrible, and everybody was like, no, we don't want this.
Yeah.
The 7 steps away from Kevin Bacon. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the thing? Is that 7 steps?
7 degrees.
7 degrees.
Yeah,
Okay.
7 degrees of separation.
Well, here you go. Here's how my mind works. 7 degrees from Quentin Keaton. So, whatever you just said made me think of car lots, which made me think of Quentin, which made me think of our Glow golf course, our Glow golf tournament coming up this Friday out at the Roane County Country Club, which Jack Garrett Ford's sponsoring one of our special contests, and A&M Digital Technologies is sponsoring one of our holes. So Glow Golf this Friday, and then also the Nut Run coming up, which Quentin and Jack Garrett Ford partner with us on all of our fun run series. But this one, special, the Nut Run is sponsored by Roane General Hospital's Wellness Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys are going to be busy these next 2 weekends.
We got a lot of stuff to do, man. Heck yeah.
Are you guys going to be in the parade this year?
No.
I mean,
We never go into big parade. Now, we used...
I'll go say, are you at least going to be in the Kids' Day parade?
No, we have too many staff with issues. I'm just going to say it's too risky for us at this point. We're running on bare bone staff as it is, and we have a COVID case that pops up somewhere close.
All the time.
Either one of the kids or, parent, something like that, all the time. And we've been really trying to keep it contained so we can stay open.
Well, I'll go say, gee whiz, Dave. I mean, you guys only have 100 other irons in fire. I didn't know why you just didn't want to.
Well, and it's not that at all. We love the Kids Day Parade, and they've all the city and sponsors that have always done a fabulous job, and the kids always love it. Our teachers always love it. We just can't afford to close down daycare,
right?
And we are just getting by. I mean, every day it's something else. I mean, we had, at Fair Plain, our daycare over there, we had a student that got a 5-year-old that got COVID positive yesterday. I got a call at 7:00 in the evening. Hey, parent just called and said positive. What do we need to do? And how, we go into COVID protocol. It's kind of crazy, but we just we're serving too many critical care workers,
right?
And we just can't risk it for the parade.
Right.
I hate it because the parade is one of my ultimate favorite things here,
right?
That we do, and we always have such a good time, and we've come up with some fantastic parade floats in the past. The pirate ship was my favorite one so far. And I hate it for our kids that are in the daycares now, but we can't afford it.
Well, but as a parent and a former parent of a Patch student, I appreciate the meaning behind it as far as it's more of a safety thing than not just
and it's not just COVID. I know I said COVID, but we have COVID going around, we have flu going around, RSV's hit the school system hard. Hand, foot, and mouth has hit a couple of the Head Starts. It's just those things go around this time of year, and it's hard. And normally, it's not, before COVID, it wasn't a big deal because we had plenty of staff that wasn't sick,
right?
And those kind of things were normal. But now, man, it's risky. If we get 2 or 3 staff sick, we got to close the daycare, or close down a whole room, and that's just, we have too many critical care workers, and we're too community conscious to take that risk.
Right.
It's hard. We made that decision, a couple weeks ago, and we're just like, man, hate it. But we got to be good stewards of our community, and that's just what we got to do.
Right.
So, yeah, I hate it because we got a group of 3 years of kids there that won't have the parade experience on a patch float.
Right.
Which, like I said, one of my favorites. We'll bring it back. We'll look next year. Hopefully, we can get ahead of the curve here on some of these issues with community health and
right.
Bring back the floats, man.
Yes.
Always fun.
Yeah, not from a lack of trying either. Always looking for people to hire, but it's hard to find.
Poor Denise.
Candidates.
She's trying to sends out hiring ads every week. It's crazy. We're trying to hire between here, Fairplane, and Building Blocks. It's constantly trying to find good employees.
Right.
Listeners out there, if you know somebody good or you are good with kids.
And this is what I'll see. You got to be able to pass a background check. We do have that occasionally. Someone will say, "Oh yeah," and then they can't pass a background check. You have to be good with kids. And you got to have patience, and you got to be willing to learn and get trained. You must be trained in CPR, and you must be STARS trained. So, all requirements from the state, and you got to follow our protocol set in place to keep our kids safe.
Yep.
So, a lot of good people in our daycares. We got a lot of fantastic people.
Yes.
I'm so proud of our daycare folks. They do such a wonderful job. We live in a great community. That's all I'm gonna say.
Can't say it enough.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Totally off topic here, but that made me think of Emerson. I wonder how she's doing in the state golf tournament.
That's right.
I think she was right around the top 10.
Really?
Yeah, as of yesterday. So we're talking about Emerson Simons, high school golfer, playing in the overall state tournament, and fantastic golfer. And kudos to Corey Clarkson for the Glow Golf on Friday. He got Emerson on his team. And this is what the thing.
Well, that's not calling in a ringer.
I know. That's where we actually. So Emerson works for us. Emerson's a patch worker. Been involved with patch for several years now, and just an awesome young lady. She actually did my job in here with our podcast for a long time.
Yeah, because she started with when Cena and we had the broadcasting class next door. She started there.
Yeah. So in middle school.
Yeah.
So another one of those just bright young ladies, gonna have a big future in front of her, but. Man, doing great in golf. So it's always a fight, for any golf tournament you're in. You want Emerson on your team because she is an absolute amazing golfer.
Yeah, basically, if Emerson shows up, you can just sit in the cart all day and just run off of her score.
If she was on my team, I wouldn't even get out of the cart.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'll just be your chauffeur, and you tell me what club to hand you, and I'll look for your golf ball if it goes in the woods or whatever.
Right.
Otherwise, you just keep swinging and
clean your clubs for you.
Yeah, that'd be my job. I'll hand you water. And you just keep playing.
Yeah.
But, she plays lights out. We saw her at the girls' state tournament, and she was top 3 or 4, I think, and just absolutely fantastic. And what a wonderful young lady.
Absolutely.
So, Emerson Simons at the state golf tournament. So if you see her this weekend, she'll be at the Glow Golf tournament playing on Corey Clarkson's team, the Wampus Cats. Scoundrel.
Still a slot open.
We have one team.
If anybody wants to get their team signed up, still time.
But yeah,
golf at night with glow balls.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have prior commitments, but the last time we had that, I was down there doing videos all night long and had a ball, had a blast. I mean, that was all kinds of fun.
Different fun energy when all the people are riding around in glowing golf carts.
Yeah,
people are having a little more fun in that setting. Definitely good energy.
And seeing people that I know when they go golfing, they do it for fun, but they take it seriously. But there wasn't a person there that took it as seriously as they do a normal golf game. They did it. They went out there for the right reasons, just to have fun and being dark and the glowing balls and all that. That was the key.
Have fun and support the scholarship.
Yeah, Charlie Kuhn Memorial Tournament. So happy. Miss Charlie every day. Good guy. Good patch guy. He worked for us for over 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Such a good guy. So, anyway. Glow Golf Tournament Friday. Nut Run coming up. And then the Skeleton Scoot coming up. Yeah. Justin, you got a lot on your plate. So, anyway, 7 degrees away from Quentin Keaton.
Yep.
That's our new game. Quentin's involved in a lot of stuff.
And just added one more.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's always helped out. It was his idea with the Strava group and the Fun Run series and all that. We've been kicking around. He's like, listen, guys, we got to do this. And he put the wheels in motion. So, they help out. Jack Garrett Ford and Quentin helps out a ton with patch stuff. So,
absolutely.
Always. I would say we could do like 2 degrees of, actually, there's Quentin Keaton now.
He heard us.
He did.
Hi, Quentin.
What's going on? We're on the live broadcast talking about you. You didn't even know that? You just called out of the blue? Yeah, we are. All right, no problem. We were just literally 7 degrees away from Quentin Keaton. Anyway, you tune in live. You'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, Quentin just called me. I thought he was listening live. He's like, no, just a happy
That's pretty
coincidence.
weird.
Yeah. I wonder if Facebook's like, Quentin, you need to call.
Yeah. Facebook sent me a notification.
You're being mentioned.
Yeah, Quentin, your name has been mentioned on live.
Yeah. How ironic, boy. I don't even know what he needed. I didn't even ask what he needed.
Okay, now that's a whole new level of creepy. You know, we're talking about those ads that,
Yeah.
you know, you talk about something, all of a sudden ads start showing up. So we talk about people, and now they call.
Yeah. I wonder. I wonder if that was like his intuition, or he actually needed something. I bet he needed something to do with Glow Golf for the upcoming race, because he helps out a lot. His wife Andrea does the artwork for all our shirts for the Fun Run series.
Yeah.
So there's always a lot of questions about what we're doing and how to get, not questions, but a lot of discussion on how to make everything work smoothly.
Yeah.
So
Well, I had a similar situation that happened to me like that last week. I had made a post on Facebook, but I had scheduled it for it to post later on that day. And literally, I clicked schedule, and literally, as soon as I clicked that button, somebody had texted me a question to do with that post. And I'm like, I thought I scheduled that thing not to post now, but to post later. And so I messaged him back, and I was talking, and it was literally just coincidence that they was asking about the exact thing that I had scheduled to post. Because I went double check. It's like, no, it's not supposed to post till later, so we're good. And I was like, what are the odds?
Yeah, what are the odds? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, what are the odds there? You're right. The same thing. 7 degrees from Quentin Keaton, and bam, he calls.
Yeah.
Now we're just 1 degree away.
Yeah.
Mention it. It's like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Mention his name, and hey, I should call somebody. Hold
Yeah.
on. Let me think. Yep, David.
Yep. Yeah.
David and Justin are up here with Joe, so they need me to call.
Yes.
It's like the bat phone.
Hey, I know what it was. He was
Hmm.
wanting to donate for the
Oh.
telephone.
he called in for the telephone.
Yeah.
It's 8675309.
Yes.
But thanks for calling me.
Yeah.
Please donate anyway.
Yeah.
Just donate to my fund.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, I bet he's right. I bet he was like, hey, what's that number again for Facebook? I got to save it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, are you guys ready for a product review?
Yep.
You betcha.
All right. So, we're going to talk about Dave's favorite topic today,
Oh, boy.
Wyze.
Yeah.
So I knew I'd pique your interest.
I did have a Wyze camera die.
Really?
Yeah, it won't charge.
At all?
I don't think so.
Is it within the year warranty?
Remind me, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Oh, then you may just be.
I know,
out.
I'm out. They're only like $30.
Yeah, so that's
But
not,
it lasted a year and a half or 2 years now,
so
so.
there you go. You definitely got your money.
Oh, definitely. I'm just saying, I kind of bummed. I was like, man, it's not charging.
Yeah, because I had to replace one of mine the other day.
Really?
It was a couple years old, and it just wouldn't fire up. I was like, oh, but what I've put it through, it's understandable. So today I'm
Wyze.
reviewing.
This is why I didn't bring anything, Justin, because he doesn't want us to have.
Oh no, here's.
Did
what
you get the little Wyze truck?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Where's our phones at?
Still in a storage container coming.
What are they called?
The Chatterbox phone. So today I'm reviewing the Wyze Video Doorbell Pro. Hence why I couldn't bring it with me, because
It's attached to your house?
Yeah, actually the office, but yeah, it's attached. So this doorbell is the Pro Series. This one's different than the standard Wyze Video Doorbell in the fact that this one, you can be a 100% wire-free installation, and that's what sold me on it.
Yeah. You can be. Now, I have one, but I wired mine into I had the old two wires.
Yeah.
I wired it in so it rings
Your chime-
inside.
yeah.
Well, but I don't need a battery or anything, so it just
Okay.
operates.
Well, this one you can do either or. It has the wire-free install, where that's my selling point, because I didn't have an existing doorbell. Or you can actually hardwire it into using your doorbell wires.
So, Fisher Price, their
Chatterbox phone.
Chatterbox telephone with Bluetooth is no longer available in new condition. So they sold out.
Well, because it was a Best Buy exclusive.
Whatever.
So I can tell you're on Amazon.
Well, no, I'm on Best Buy.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, they sold out completely, and then never redo them.
Check eBay. There's scalpers on there. Has to be.
Hmm.
So the Wyze Doorbell Pro has the wire-free installation option with optional hardwiring for continuous power. It does a 1:1 aspect ratio and shoots video in 1440p full high definition, up to 6-month battery life. and it offers dual band Wi-Fi connectivity on both the standard 2.4 and 5 gigahertz wireless.
Oh my gosh.
Gives you what?
You're right. $339.
Told you.
Joe, what's your credit card?
8675309.
Let's see how it is. Here, I can save you $30. $369.95.
Bloody brilliant.
We need two of them, though.
We need two of them. This is true.
It's going to get pricey.
Daggone it.
It offers instant notifications.
That would be a bummer. I mean, think about it. You got to have two of them.
Yeah. Or you guys get to learn the fine art of sharing.
No. Daggone. All right, sorry. Go back. Wyze doorbell.
Yeah, so it gives you instant notifications.
Mm-hmm.
It offers motion detection, smart alerts, and video recording. It's IP65 weather resistant, and it is their Cam Plus service compatible. The battery life offers 3 to 6 months of battery life with normal use, and the batteries are built-in rechargeable, non-removable.
Mm-hmm.
The field of view on the camera is horizontal and vertical 150 degree scope of view.
Is awesome.
The operating temperatures, it can handle temperatures as low as 4 below.
This is my front porch right now. You can see.
Well, that's the regular.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And it'll handle temperatures from 4 below to 120 degrees. And that is.
The regular does it gets a proportion up and down, though. I know that was a big deal because original front door things were like horizontal and it skewed everything because you couldn't get a proportionate look.
Right.
And so Wyze was one of the first, I think, to turn it to portrait so that you can get appropriate proportions.
Yes. So the Pro does this exact same thing.
Mm-hmm. I like it. It's really good. You can talk through it. You can hear through it.
Yeah, that was a Saturday project for Sadie and I. I had her go with me and help me during the install.
Yeah, I mean, mine was super easy. Like I say, with wires, you just pull it off, run the wires through the little mount box, mount the thing, hook the wires up, plug it in. The only issue I had was I had to have my phone. I had to turn on the location.
Yeah.
Which was, it stumped me because I was like, man, it's just not one to initialize, and I couldn't figure out why.
Right.
And then I turned on my location on my phone, bam, connected and went. And I was like, what the heck does the location have to do with?
Yeah, I still don't understand that logic, but
yeah,
it's one of the things you got to do what you got to do. So when you order this kit,
well, you got to know to do it. It doesn't say it in the instructions.
Really?
Yeah, I kept going through the instructions because it has a little thing it walks you through.
Right.
And it did not say to turn on your location. I just did it by happen chance.
Yeah.
So now anytime you do, here's a pro tip. Any Wyze thing you do, actually, or anything, I guess, maybe.
Probably.
But for Wyze, for sure, turn on your Wi-Fi, turn on your Bluetooth, and turn on your location.
Yeah, because I remember that because my buddy Greg, when I helped him hook his doorbell up, he was running the exact same issue, and I said, is your location settings turned on? No, and they don't need to be turned on. I said, yes, they do.
Yeah.
And then he started arguing with me. I said, look, my buddy Dave just put one in. You have to have your location settings turned on. He said, well, that's dumb. I said, well, I don't care if it's dumb or not. But
I
if you
said
want
the
your
same
doorbell
thing.
to work.
It's like, it's the dumbest thing in the world. Why does the location on my phone have to be on for my doorbell
Right.
to work to connect?
Right.
For some reason it did. So now I haven't done anything since then, but my game plan moving forward is Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, location. On any install project. I don't even care what product it is. I mean, I put concrete in my driveway yesterday. Guess what? Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, location.
But Greg and I, we'll argue back and forth like brothers anyway. So he called. So we're just bantering back. I was like, listen. He said, well, that's dumb. I said, I don't care if it's dumb. Just do it.
Do it.
He said, it won't work. I said, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about then. I said, then just ignore me. So he turns it on. And it works. He looks at me and goes, I hate you. I go, you're welcome.
Yeah.
So when you order the kit, of course, you get all the hardware. You get the doorbell. And you even includes a chime that you can plug in an electric outlet inside your home so you can actually hear.
That's how mine has a nice chime. I like it. So pretty neat stuff. I'm a big fan of Wyze. I wish they'd sponsor our show.
Yeah. Well,
Scoundrels.
why would they? They know they're getting their money out of us.
I know.
But now, Wyze, that was just a joke. If you want to sponsor our show, please, by all means.
That was sarcasm.
Yeah.
Please call 867-5309.
No. DM me on any of our social medias at AM Digital Tech, and we'll be more than happy.
For real.
Yeah.
We'll work you out. So for anybody else out there that would need A&M Digital Technology.
So you guys ready for some pros and cons?
Yeah, let's.
Can we guess the price?
Oh boy. Oh, this is an easy one. That's not even fair.
You already know it?
I know it. Yeah.
For the Pro?
No, I don't know, but I'm guessing. I mean.
Okay. Yeah. Let's play The Price is Right.
$109.99.
$129.99.
Okay. Let me. Okay.
I mean, normally, like a doorbell like this would probably be $200-300.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Easy. Yeah, because the Eufy one that I reviewed a couple weeks ago, it was like $250.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
$200 to $250.
Yeah, I'm going 130 pretty much.
Okay. And Dave, what did you say?
110.
Okay. Well, guys, I hate to break it to both of you, but you're both over. But Dave was the closest.
Mm-hmm.
The actual retail price on this is $93.99.
Yep. I knew it'd be right around 100.
And that includes
I was worried
doorbell.
it might be 125, but I knew it'd be right around. They do a good job. Like their cameras are right around 30.
Yeah.
You know, and they got some products that are like right around 70.
Yeah.
And right around 100.
Yeah, they're
Some of that,
includes
Justin.
Doorbell and the chime.
I know my stuff.
You know your Wyze stuff. All right, so the pros, easy to set up. Literally no wires, so you plug it in, you
Wi-Fi,
Bluetooth,
location. Smooth like butter.
Yes.
I can't agree with that. I can back that up 100 and I know you can't go above 100%, but 100%.
Yeah.
I want to say 120.
Right.
But you know what I mean? So easy to use. I got an app. You don't even need the written directions. Just click on the app. It walks you through the steps. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Done and done.
It took me longer to try to get Sadie to actually go up to the office to ring the doorbell and stand there long enough to make sure it works both ways than to actually install the doorbell itself. Because she'd want to ring it and then run back down to the house.
And
it's like, Sadie, sweetie, that's you're defeating the whole purpose. I need you to stay up there to talk into it and make sure you can hear Daddy. Oh, okay. Push it down, make it down. Dad, I pushed it. Sadie, I know. Thank you, sweetie, but stay at the doorbell.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta love her. Next pro, easy to use. I mean, it's a doorbell, but the motion detection's great. You know, and you push a button, it chimes inside, it dings your phone, and actually there's a setting I set it up on my phone where, because my phone dings all the time and I don't pay attention, but I actually have it set up where if it pushes it, when somebody pushes the button, it actually calls my phone. So it actually shows up as like a phone call, so I can actually answer it that way.
That's nice.
So it cuts out on all these extra nonsensical dings that I just ignore throughout the day. Last pro, excellent battery life. We get a lot of foot traffic at our office, and it holds true to that 3 to 6 month lifespan on the battery. So kudos to Wyze on that one. Completely hit the mark on that one.
So you could get a notification and then you could sit there and talk to the person?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I do it all the time. Like if I hear something or hear somebody pull up, I'll flip on the camera just to look outside in the driveway to see, if there's somebody out there or not. And then it saves me having to run back and forth through the office all day.
Yeah. Technology is amazing. So
when used for the right reasons.
True.
So I have one con. It's not a very big con. It's one of those, if I spend more money, I would fix it, but I'm cheap.
And Justin, this is the part that we will determine our rating on because there's that one con, but not a big one.
So
he's getting tricky. Yeah.
So the con is the chime that is included, in my opinion, is not quite loud enough the way I like it.
I agree 110%. Mine's the same way. And I don't know I have the cheap version.
Yeah.
But it's not very loud.
I think the goal is to like buy multiple chimes. And I'm like,
Maybe, or yeah, I don't know. I didn't think of that, and it didn't really they didn't come up and say buy more or anything like that. It just comes with the chime.
Right.
But it's just not loud enough. And part of the problem too is it's got to be plugged into an outlet, which is usually down low.
Right.
You know, where your home doorbell usually mounts up near the ceiling and echoes through all the rooms and stuff, and it's
Right.
not blocked by anything, and blah blah blah. This one's small; it's down in an outlet, and
So
I felt like I had to put it close to the door, so I kind of put it central, but it's definitely not loud enough.
Right.
Is the chime wireless for the Pro version?
Yeah, it just plugs into the electric outlet.
Yeah, mine's a little square
Well,
box.
So it's not wireless then?
Yeah, it's
Well,
wireless.
Yeah, it's wireless. It communicates to the doorbell wirelessly. It just has to have.
Oh, yeah, like a Bluetooth speaker, you can't just set it anywhere you want.
No, it's got to be plugged into an outlet.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hey, you could figure out whatever outlet, but it's not loud enough to be heard through your whole house. And my house isn't that big.
Well, I'll show you how small the chime is. Here it is. Well, that makes it look huge here. But on their website, you can buy additional chimes for $14, which isn't bad. That's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's about the size of a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. Maybe just a hair bit bigger, but not
Yeah,
much bigger
yeah.
than a Rubik's Cube.
But, yeah, I agree with you. And it'd be nice if it was adjustable. Because, like, I thought about it for my mom, but she'd never hear it.
Yeah. Well, I think
It'd be nice to turn it up really loud if you're older and, you know, had hearing issues.
right.
Or turn it down if you have, like, little kids and you don't want it going off loud. But,
I think you can. I think you can adjust the volume.
really? How
Yeah.
do you do that?
It's in the settings. But I think the trade-off is they want to notify your phone, so that's the trade-off. Is we can have it set up where it can call you or, you know, automatically ding your phone, which you'll have your phone with you. Most people have them with it at all times. So the chime just becomes an add-on, not a requirement.
So, so the type of thing that if you're sitting there and you're not watching a video or some sort of TV show or anything, you could hear it played in its day, but when there's some background noise, it's like just gets kind of drowned out. Not quite loud enough to.
Yeah, well, you've been to our office. It's not that big of an area, and I have it out. I have the chime out front. Of course, dummy me, I was trying to be funny, and instead of this just standard doorbell chime, I put birds chirping. Well, I heard birds chirping, but I didn't pay no attention because I was in my little office, and I just ignored it. And then
You're right. I got mine turned down. It's on setting 1.
That.
I guess I could have done a little homework on that one and figured out there was a volume.
But like the third time they finally rang, I was like, I keep hearing these birds. I was like, hey, doofus, that's your doorbell chime. Like, well, that joke backfired.
Can you do custom chimes? Could you make it?
Yeah,
Whatever.
look, mine's got like 19.
Well, I mean,
Create your own.
Can you create your own?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, no, but it has 19 different ones.
I was trusting me if I could, I'd make one because since it's up towards Cena's desk, I'd have go, hey, there's somebody at the door. Cena, go get the door.
Cena door.
Yeah.
It sounds like Steve Martin,
Yeah.
one of his comedy bits. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, it's got volume. It's got 19 different things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on a schedule. Okay. I didn't even know about this stuff. Joe, why didn't you tell me these things?
You didn't ask.
I know. That's the problem. I just plugged in at work. I was like, wonderful. Call it a day.
There you
I
go.
didn't even think to look into settings. Okay. Never mind. It might be loud enough. I don't know.
See, this is why we do these reviews, because I review it and Dave learns things.
This is very true. All right. I like it. Thank you.
All right, so
Job well done.
Are we ready to rate this up?
Yep.
Hold on. What was your con?
The sound of the chime not being as loud as I'd like.
Even turned all the way up?
Yep.
Tricky, Justin. Tricky. And what were your pros? Easy
Easy setup, easy to
Setup.
use, excellent battery life.
Okay.
Gold star.
What?
Gold star.
It's a Joe's scale of 1 to 5.
Yeah.
5-star rating. Are you saying 5?
Well, Joe, in order to get a gold star, do you have to be a 5, or can you be like a 4.75?
Oh, you gotta be a 5.
No, yeah, it's got to be 5.
It's a 5-star rating,
Yep.
baby.
Gold star.
Okay. Dave?
Man, I'm torn.
You gotta learn Joe's.
I know.
quiz.
See, here's the thing. Joe's tricky though.
Yeah.
He only threw out that one con. He did
Yeah.
know it was adjustable, which is a big bonus. That's more than what I knew, of course. But what was your statement on the con again?
the chime isn't as loud as I would
And the
like.
office is small.
Right.
I'm gonna say 4.5 because that's a major. Not being able to be notified is the whole job of the doorbell.
Yeah, but it also but it sends a notification to your phone instantly.
Yeah, you do a lot of work though, where your phone's not necessarily accessible.
But I have it set up to call me though if somebody pushes the doorbell button.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you're in the office, you probably wouldn't worry about that as much.
I think the fact that if you wanted to, you could buy another chime. It kind of like solves the problem.
Yeah, you gotta spend more money
It's a
to get a
solvable
function
problem,
that's
$13,
automatically inherent. I
yeah.
mean, the
But-
whole point is to notify you, and if you gotta buy more crap so you can get notified
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, but the price of the chime's not that expensive
The
though.
office is small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tempted to take it out of the gold star
Ooh.
category,
Ooh.
Are you
but
really?
I can't. No.
All right, I'm gonna say 4.5
Yeah.
or 4 3/4.
Okay.
Nice try.
But and Justin, you're going with 5.
Yep.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
Joseph, lay it on us.
Okay. The winner is Justin.
Oh, come on!
Dave, I like your
Uh,
strategy though. Let's try to talk Justin down. I liked your strategy.
No,
you
no, I
almost
just-
had him. You almost had him.
You're tricky, Joe. I've been around you a long time for these product reviews, and
Well, it's a
What-
wise
what's-
product. I mean,
I know, but it's
by default,
sometimes-
you know, is getting at least a 4.
Oh yeah, I mean that's easy. I'm just saying sometimes you'll be like the thing has one job, and if you don't do that job 100%, then you won't give it a 5-star rating.
Right. Well,
Because
well,
5-star ratings are really rough from you.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it's
this gets-
hard to get one.
right, and this gets Joe's stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Um,
Gosh, that's
well,
big time.
Well, the trade off here was where I took the trade off.
yeah.
The chime, but where I was able to switch it from just notifying me to actually calling me,
Yeah.
that was the game changer for me.
That made it.
Yeah, it's
outweigh
like
it.
okay, that because I always had my
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that part enough.
because when I'm in my office, I'll have my phone there on my desk.
Yeah.
So if it actually rings like a phone call, I will look and see what it is. So that was a trade off that I was willing to go. You know what?
Yeah.
That
So for
that's
everybody
fine.
out there, this is Joe's trickiness. He leaves these little breadcrumbs. Hey, I was able to change this, which will outweigh this small con, and push it to
Yeah.
5-star. Okay, I just didn't catch it. I got to do a better job. All right, good job, Justin. Justin's on it today.
Yeah.
I think that's my first correct guess in however many shows.
That's all right. Yeah,
I'm finally starting to learn. Is
yeah.
what
Yeah,
it is.
it's tricky. Joe's tricky.
Yep.
All right. Well, Joe, if anybody has any questions, they need to get a hold of you or Cena. And I feel bad we don't mention Cena enough. Cena does all the heavy lifting behind the scenes.
Yeah, she has a very difficult job, and that
Oh,
job is
gosh.
try to keep me on task at hand. And I will tell you from personal experience, I have a hard enough time keeping myself on task. So it's a team
Well,
effort.
Justin's just given up on it. So
Yeah. Well, he's at the point where Cena was like, you know what? I've done all I can do, and
Yeah, they're adults, and if it's but yeah, and that's Cena again doing all the heavy lifting behind the scenes, and you and Cena have done patch classes forever.
yes.
So we big kudos, Joe and Cena here, A&M Digital Technologies local. Make sure you shop local. Support those that support us, and anytime we have the Department of Education come in for any of their monitorings and stuff, you guys are always the first in line to come in and meet with them and discuss the program and the perks and all that good stuff. So we really appreciate it.
And we can't say enough good things about Patch.
Yeah. So good stuff all the way around. So Joe and Cena, if anybody needs to get a hold of you, how do they get in contact?
Give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltech.com or follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter at AM Digital Tech for all that. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Help Desk with Joe and Dave. We're on all of our major platforms, and every episode is hosted by Anchor.fm.
And Justin, what was that phone number again? I know. All I caught was 88.
Yeah.
It ends in 88.
3588.
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Justin's on it. All right, good.
Dave helped me on that one with the.
I just got the 88. I'll always remember the 88. It ends in 88. Whatever it is, 88. All right. All right. So and keep in mind, play the game at home. 7, what is it? 7 stages? No, 7.
Yeah, 7 degrees of separation.
7 degrees of separation from Quentin Keaton.
Yeah.
Play your own game at home. See how far you are away from Jack Garrett Ford, because I'm sure you can tie yourself in some way.
Yes.
So let's play it reverse. If you can't get to Quentin Keaton and Jack Garrett Ford in 7 degrees of separation, you let us know,
Yeah.
because I'm curious to see how that happens.
We'll make that connection.
Yeah.
We'll be
We'll help
We'll
you.
be that sixth step to get the.
Yeah, we'll help you.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so kudos, and got the Glow Golf tournament coming up Friday, the Nut Run coming up the week after, and then the Skeleton Scoot the week after that. So plenty of ways to get involved with your community here this month of October. So if you're looking to volunteer or do anything along those lines, let us know. And again, if you're shopping, we're coming up on Christmas time.
Yes.
Before too long, get in touch with A&M Digital Technologies. Shop local with Cena and Joe, and they'll be more than happy to help you out.
We have plenty of products and solutions and ideas for the holidays.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're out of here until next week. Everybody have a great week, and we'll see you at the Glow Golf Tournament and next week Black Walnut Festival.